Why, hello there, fellow plant nurturers. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Hotel Galactic, Episode 8, Sowing the First Seeds. What's the stats of the current people? Good question. So, currently, for service, Maklo is a 5 only because he's been delivering his own orders. I think what I'm going to do is have Tukyuk skip service and focus on housekeeping. But here's the current. And whoever new comes in, they're going to start at nearly 0. So it's like kind of not a problem. And it looks like you guys do want me to hire someone. So they all basically have the same name or same skills. So I'm going to hire. Oh, I don't have beds available. Right. Okay. Yes, that's going to be a thing. So even if I wanted to hire someone right now, I really couldn't. Because I don't have bedding for new employees. So I will hire someone as soon as I can. But because this staff room is completely full, I would need to build a new staff room or like at least build beds for the new staff. And the crafting station is currently in the process of being upgraded, so I really can't do that right now. Luckily, like, calling in a workership doesn't cost me anything. So I'll just call the new one once we can accommodate another employee. The other thing I could do is for Bravario. My worry here is like if I set their other tasks to low, they'll obviously do them, but in a dinner rush, well, we'll see how it goes. I'll try to set all their other tasks to low, and if it works, it works. My worry is that they'll like do something because one of the issues with farming is it's really far away from your main island. So the travel time is a bit of a concern. Oops, no. And I wouldn't want Bravario or Maklo to like run all the way out to the farm during a dinner rush. But like, I'm a manager. I guess that's what I'm for. All right, research complete. We now have the ability to build an arcade. All right, let's take a look. So we've got the gold room set. And that unlocks other sets later on. For the hotel, the comfortable staff room for the medium staff bunk, I guess we'll research, maybe, next. Or workers' outfits. I'm going to do workers' outfits. Having, like, waiter outfits makes a whole lot of sense right now. Alright, the highest priority is to cut down those trees so we can get the crafting queue fixed, because right now it's kind of like blocked. And then as soon as I get the crafting queue fixed and I craft another worker bed, we'll figure out if we need a new worker quarter versus because I could put like a worker building here or here. Like, there's places that are logical that I could place them. The other thing is, if we want to take advantage of the arcade, I think putting an arcade here makes the most sense. But that probably means uprooting some of the trees. So once you cut down a tree, you eventually get the ability to root out. But root out is an ability that you unlock once you're done with the Harvest Moon stuff. So I probably won't be putting an arcade here due to size constraints until we have the ability to root out these two trees that are gonna like physically block expansion. So I'll start harvesting the peaches off of them and then cutting them down for that reason. All right, now that we have a merchant ship here, what does our current menu look like? So our current menu is rabbit fly jelly, Russell's pasta, and skyberries. And I'm got 31 skyberries, 17 rabbit fly. Oh no, I have 40 skyberries, 17 rabbit fly, but plenty of pasta. So I want rabbit fly if we can. Oh, perfect. They have some. And then I think I'm going to buy the wooden logs. I'm actually going to buy the wooden beams. We have a lot of gold. And then I'll buy the Russell's pasta because I'm sure we'll use it at some point. So buying wood will solve our resource bottleneck issue, I think. What happened to this thing? Oh, pack to crate? I didn't mean to do that, so don't. We have 40 skyberries, so I don't think I need more at the moment. Alright, let's check in the new guests. So we're starting to get derrits. So I'm going to prioritize the single day stay derrits. Because that will offer a new... Actually, hold on. I don't think they would. I was going to say we'll offer a new research type, but I think they make the same color goo. I forget what color goo they generate. I think I need to go into the encyclopedia for that. Alien species. Orange goo. So, it will be new. The Taravis do green, and the Pingtons do blue. So, sweet. And we'll see if we're able to handle the dinner rush now. With the priorities that we've got going on. So instead of, like, canceling out the priority for, the low priorities for the waiters, I'm just going to leave them as is and see if they, like, self-regulate. Meaning, we should see Bravario delivering food and Maklo. I think what I need to do is have Maklo skip service no matter what. Because I think if he does any service, he's going to inevitably try to deliver the food himself. So I think he has to be removed from service. Otherwise, he will plate and deliver. Alright, now we just need to repair 2 things broken in the shed. And Harvest Moon will be queued. Or finish. Yeah, these are a lot of diners. The other thing I could do is go to the workers and let's say Tukyuk. We'll try Tukyuk also helping to deliver, see if that helps with the bottlenecks. You're starving? I know, I'm taking your order. So, Tukyuk should be coming down to the kitchen. No, he's not. He's delivering wood for the projects. Alright, I'm gonna force him. What are you doing now? You're cooking? Wait, how? You didn't... Oh, it's because I dropped you... I see. It was my fault. I dropped him right in front of the cutting board, so I, like, told him to start doing food prep, which was obviously incorrect. So I would say last dinner rush, we had maybe half the guests walk out because it was too slow. So that's like... That's the sort of threshold to overcome this time. See if we can't get these delivered more timely. Nice! We now know how to make waiters' uniforms and bellboys' uniforms and the like. Alright, next research. I'm going to pause just a second. Let's take a look. So in crafting, basic farming will be unlockable once some of the derrits check out. So I might want to hold off on spending too much. I think at this venture, maybe some cheap decor, like dining room set, or make it green. I'll do make it green. Just to spend a little bit of the green goo, because if we, you know, if we don't spend it, we lose it, because it will fill up and have nowhere to store. God, these trees are a menace. I can't even see my pickaxes because the trees are in the way. The advanced crafting station also got built, which is awesome. So what we want is room and facilities for sleeping quarters. And let's make a small staff bunk to see if it will fit in the original staff room. If not, we'll have to build a new staff room, which is like not too expensive. We could afford that, no problem. I just don't want to build it unless we need to. And I haven't been closely watching, but I think most people have been fed. One way to check that would be, like, to individually check each guest to make sure that their, like, hunger needs have been met. But I'm not going to go that far. But I think their food got delivered to them timely this time, with the changes we made. Which is awesome. Alright, the other thing that we can do now that we bought beams, I have the ability to make beams too, but we can make a Taravi Harmony Shrine. And then we can also make the Derrit Incense. Let's do a Star Meditation wall scroll as well. And I'll have to make cloth for that, that's no problem. And then the Derrit Incense. And then once we start mining the sandstone, we can also start doing, like, arcade stuff. I haven't forgotten. So as you can see, we can sort of, like, fudge it in here in a weird way. I'm worried about, like, blocking walking, so I might want to set up a new staff room. I don't think it's worth, like, trying to shove it in there. So we want to set a sleeping quarters up, and wow, you can have a max sleeping quarters of 10. That is a massive sleeping quarters. Maybe for symmetry's sake. Oh, it has a minimum of 5. Maybe I'll put a 6 up here? Looks a little weird, though. But whatever. It'll be a nice little overhang. Keeps the rain off you while you're checking in and out. Even if it's a little goofy. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel there. I think what I want to do instead is to build another floor. And maybe put the sleeping quarters here. Because it's a room that, like, isn't traversed to very frequently. So it can be inconvenient to get to. I think that's fine. Seems like I'm still low on fiber. Keep getting stargrass. And then I did want to use up ingredients like peppers, so that, because I don't cook with peppers typically, I want to use up my peppers and use up willow grapes so that those crates are freed up for other ingredients. And we still haven't fixed the shed up yet. That's because I don't have any employees that have like high priority construction skills. So we'll do an absolutely massive staff room in the hopes of maybe moving all staff up there so that this can become like a storage room or something like that sometime in the future. Or just so that we can expand and grow into a mega staff room. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. Do Darrets have a food they like? Oh, that's a very fine point. I haven't really analyzed that. So, in terms of the menu, we should have 3 dishes. One that is ideal for each species. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to totally redo the menu. Which I know is a little crazy, but it also gives an opportunity to have new dishes named after people. And also, you know, fancy restaurants have rotating menus, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have a rotating menu. So I'm going to reset the giveaway timer. Because... And then, first things first, let's make a ping-tin dish. So where's my ping-tins? Ping-tins. Like peaches? Well, was that always true? I guess. Peaches and skyberries. So what I want to do is a peach and skyberry dish. So, let's see. Menu, add recipe. Peaches chopped up. Skyberries chopped up. Boiled and plated. Save it. And this is the Ford Drake jam. And then add it to the menu. Done. Okay, then let's do Taravis next. Taravis like Russell's pasta and dragon fruit or fiery dragon fruit. Okay. Is that all Taravi? Yes. So I have Russell's pasta. So I think what I'm going to do is a Russell's pasta without Satori Peach, Willow Grape, or Skyberry. So they're just going to have a simple pasta dish. But they're, you know, I think the Tarabi to me kind of feels Buddhist a bit. So like, this is a very simple Buddhist dish. And this is the Fang Face pasta. All right, add that to the menu. And last but not least, Darrets. So here's a Darret. And Darrets like rabbit fly jelly. Okay. I don't have a lot of ingredients that they like, but that's fine. So rabbit fly jelly. And this is the... the Dev Desigdu jelly. And now each of the 3 races have a dish they like. Cool. Hopefully that'll work. Am I sure of what? I don't know what I clicked. It's like, are you sure? No, I'm definitely not sure. I have no idea what buttons that was. Okay, a lot of checking out. Collective. Thank you for the resub. Always a pleasure to have you here. Ooh, advanced smelting. Let's research that. We are about to have possibly some Darrett's checkout, which means we're going to have some new research opportunities because we didn't have Darrett orange goo before. So here we go. You are a 5-star. And next is Ressi, also a 5-star. And then there's Darrett. First Darrett ever checking out. Was a 5-star! I don't know why they have like a little anger note there, but like, that's awesome. Samara. You didn't get to relax. I'm in the process of building furniture for Taravis to relax. And then this Pington, also 5-star. Okay, we did better. We did better that round, and the dedicated waiters, I think, helped a lot. The like change of priorities was a big advantage. Opening up the research window. Now that we have the orange, I think it makes sense to research basic farming to be able to get a makeshift hoe and a crude farming container unlocked. I know that we haven't repaired the broken furniture. We've just been really, really busy. I'll get around to it, I promise. I also feel like the loom isn't producing... It doesn't have like a craft queue. Which worries me that it's like not working. And it seems like the new wave of guests did in fact get fed, as none of them complained of hunger problems. So I think we can accommodate 12. Cool. All right. This is the Taravi Harmony Shrine. Plop it out there. And that hopefully will make the Taravi happier. Hopefully. Oh no, they're definitely making cloth. I just don't see the, like... Oh, there's the process priority. It was missing before. Or I hallucinated it or something. I don't know. But no, it all looks fine. So I don't know what's going on with the scratchy post. I'm gonna move it so it's not throwing errors. And I will put a priority over repairing the Harvest Moon stuff, because it's been a while and we just haven't addressed that yet. I'm pretty bad at remembering there's puddles. With the amount of money I have right now, let's go buy some more wood. I think just buying a whole bunch of wood will help to break down, or help to accelerate the whole... I'm not managing the construction projects rapidly. But here we go. Talk to Akaya. Just 5 more years, please. Ah, and the moss was finally getting comfy. Huh? What are you? I've seen things like you before, I think? Sorry, not much company out here since the monks left that old monastery up there. Name's Akaya, the grasskeeper here. Naps stretched long enough, huh? Still, this is a surprise. Been nothing but sun, rain, and the occasional meteor shower lately. Quiet's been good to the roots. Real bliss. Well, fine, you woke me, and we'll start small, bit by bit. Although it does feel like the Weeping Giant's time is nearly up, too. First things first, these soabuds remember things, but they're tangled up, tired. If you clear them out gently, you might be able to manage to grow something. So, repair the plant beds. And I'll put that as a priority so that it gets done within a reasonable amount of time. And yeah, that thing... I feel like I found an acorn and goes, "You found me!" Or something like that. Now, I haven't issued all the tools out yet. Reverio, what kind of pick do you have? You've got a makeshift one? Unequip that. And Bavario's helping you rebuild the farming planters. Good stuff. So just to reiterate, at the moment we are working on a much larger staff room so that we can expand our faculty and also farming. Why is this being thrown in an error state? Probably because the tree is blocking its interaction spot, because I dropped a tree on it. And that would be logical. Alright. We have advanced smelting. So now we can also make steel bars, iron rods, and gold plates. And next research is basic farming for hoes and farming crates. There we go. The beddings got repaired. Well done cleaning the bedding. The soil's practically purring with excitement. Now you'll need something to plant there, right? Let me think. Mandu. Nah, too advanced. Russell's teapot? You don't have the tools for it. Snap, snap. That would be hilarious, but no. Ah, willow grapevine. Perfect for a beginner. Take these little seeds, please, and plant them with care. Alright, so we've got a crate that I'm going to unpack here. Takya, can you do that? And much like cooking ingredients, the seeds go into the crates like this. And then we can take these and plant them. But I don't want Takyuk to do it because if you recall, we were going to have Juniper do it. Juniper is the perfect name for someone that tends plants, after all, right? So, June, where are you? There you are. Yoink! I don't know what you were up to, but you're here now. So, although the tutorial tells you to only grow one of them, trust me, grow all four. There's really no reason not to, anyway. And then we need to be able to water it, which we don't have the technology to water it yet. So let's talk to Akaya. Oh, now the Earth's trembling with excitement for real. Can't wait to see those little sprouts grow. But they won't sprout without a little care, you know? Plants are just like other creatures. They need a drink when they're thirsty. Fortunately, I've got just the thing. The monks left this old watering can behind. Bit rusty, sure. Why the face? I checked. No holes to speak of. Well, other than the ones it's supposed to have. Duh. Now, willow grapevines, don't rush. You'll have to let them take their time before they're ready to harvest. Check in now and then and give them a little drink when they get parched. I've got a good feeling they'll stretch out in no time. Okay, so rusty watering can is going to be junipers. And then the blueprint for it we will also learn. You just get the watering can right now, please. No, that's not it. Try again. There we go. So now that we have a watering can, I can also water the grapevines because watering crops do take a long time to grow, although it's a great way for you to source your own food ingredients. Alright, here is the dirt incense. I'll put here, I guess. And the way these work is you can see they have different growth stages. So like this willow grapevine is in stage 2, whereas this one's in stage 1 because it's never been watered. And you have to water them throughout the growth stages in order to like get stuff out of them. Similar to like Project Zomboid, let's say. Alright, what are my alerts? Uh-oh. Waiting for food. And let's prioritize changing the sheets. Okay. Dare it. And shorter stays are being prioritized over longer ones. I want my research and I want it now. JG. There we go. Poor Lily was the only one that got denied. Dissatisfied. Well, we've made almost zero progress on building the new staff room, but I was prioritizing the farm, so we'll get to that. And these guys are all ordering exactly what you would think they would order. They're like racial foods, for lack of a better term. God, why? Juniper, why didn't you grab that? Come on now. That's just rude. Now someone has to go over there and get it. Dork. Alright, we've got like 80 pasta. We've got like 80 peaches. We could go for more skyberries, I guess. And that's just about all that we need to buy outside of like wood or something like that. I'm gonna buy fibers because they've been annoying to collect. And let's try to buy skyberries. Which, now that I mention that aloud, they will not sell to me, I am sure. I'm also gonna buy metal scrap, because it's metal scrap can come down as like a spaceship crashes, but metal scrap is like harder to source on average. Uh-oh. Backed up. Processed pasta. I haven't seen wood being sold, and I haven't seen the sky berries being sold yet. Come on now. Oh, there's wood. Gotta buy it at full cost, whatever. You know, let's also buy the cloth. Yet another ingredient that we've been hard to source, or annoying to source. And we can turn that cloth into, like, staff uniforms? Cool. Alright, we took everyone's order. Let's hope it works out. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this, like, only one more time, and then I'm gonna give up. So I don't want to be at this, like, all night long trying to find skyberries. Nope, no skyberries. Okay, whatever. So now I have the ability to root out, which will remove trees. Because I have, well, once I get a hoe, but because I will, I've unlocked like the basic start of farming. So once I research basic farming, I'll be able to remove these roots and then build like an arcade here to entertain people better. Which also means we're gonna want to probably move the furnace. And for now, because I don't have a better place for it, just like nudge it to the right, and then also move the artisan. Move that, put it here in my research room. Why not? I don't care, as long as it works. And let's move this Pington radio to disturb the people trying to enjoy peace and quiet. Perfect. So, where is Maklo, and why isn't he in the kitchen? With the new priorities I've got, what are you working on? He is moving stuff to store. What are you, where are you, what are you doing? This was the worry that I had, was like, despite the fact that he's very obviously told basically only cook, do other things when you're bored, he got sidetracked in the middle of a dinner rush and started to, like, move furniture around. So we might need to tell Maklo to never cook, because I don't really want to have to micromanage him continually, because it will just upset our guests when we fail to have him cook during dinner rushes. Yeah, because what are you doing right now? You're doing laundry? Yeah, that's... no. Okay, let's make that change, because obviously this isn't working. So Maklo, just you're our chef. Oh, is it because everyone's order's been readied? I think in this case, like, he actually finished cooking everything. And it was just yet to be delivered, because it's already plated here. So let's undo that. And see if he stops. I don't know. There's no win here. So these two are waiting for food to be delivered, and that's just a service job. There they go. Juniper and Sparn are delivering the last two dishes. Oh, the other thing I wanted to note is if you want to zoom over to the farm, you can click this button up here. There's also a Derrit Shrine over here, which doesn't serve any purpose yet. But that will help you a lot traversing terrain, I think. So our research queue is currently empty. We did research farming. Basic farming. So let's see. We might want to get advanced storage. Potentially. Oh no, definitely goo storage. That for sure is going to be next. The goo density technology, so that we can store more goo. My poor workers are like, there's too much work! Good news is we're only 4 stone away from being able to expand. So let's high priority mine that stone, and then we'll be able to add some additional employee bedding. And to expand our staff and be able to accommodate the guests better. Alright, there's the stone we need. Now that's another thing we're going to need to buy. There's, like, not a lot of stones left out here. In the backyard or whatever you want to call it. Which means that we will soon run out of sourced stone and we'll need to mine it. Alright, we also have all of the grapevines needing watering too. And in this case, at least for right now, what I think I'll probably end up doing is having... I'll just, like, yoink juniper into place. Because it's such a long walk that it's worth... For the simple life progress, it's worth just me, like, dropping juniper over here. So here we go, growing into stage 3. And there we go, sleeping quarters are built. Alright, I also have the ability to make the farming hoe. So crafting panel, farm hoe, make 1. I'm not going to bother with the buckets though, not yet. I just want 1 hoe. And then the blade processor we need to make 1, 2, I'll just make a whole bunch of planks for this. Thank you for tuning in to Hotel Galactic, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, rhodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, rhodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patron, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilgrims.